Hello and welcome to my channel, Boo Snakes and More. Today we're going to be talking about the 8 best Batman video games. So please like this video and subscribe to the channel for more videos like this. Watch my other house channel, A&A Snakes and Stuff. My youngest son's channel, Henny Swords and Games, or my oldest son's channel, Little Chris 10. Now let's dive into the video. Since the 1980s, more than 40 playable Batman games have released across the staggering number of systems. While this obviously means that there have been plenty of Gotham City adventures that players have been able to swap into with their own stories, characters, and gameplay mechanics. There have also been a ton of incredible and iconic video game covers to accompany the games. Batman is no stranger to amazing artwork and illustrations, considering his DC comic roots, and thankfully, this has transitioned to the video game universe on more than a few occasions. As with any IP that features such a pathology of games, not every cover art is going to remain in people's minds for the long term, but if they are striking enough with their creativity and design, they can end up becoming iconic. Needless to say, there's been quite a few Batman covers that have left a lasting impression. So it's time to stake them up and see which portrait of the Caped Crusader is the best of them all. 8. Batman Beyond: Return of the Joker.
Which is based off of the movie.
It's not often that Batman is made to look in a vulnerable position.
It's also not Bruce Wayne Batman.
But for this haunting cover, it truly does make it seem like the Joker is taking over all of Gotham while Batman stands helpless.
So this is covers or?
Yes.
Okay.
What makes this cover so striking is the mixture of vibrant colors, from the Joker's green face paint to his bright red lips, all the way to Batman's pitch black Beyond outfit. It all comes together to create an eye-catching melody of colors that still manages to retain the dark gothic aesthetic that the Batman franchise has become synonymous with. This cover is still from the tie-in animated movie, so it can't be classed as more unique as some of the others, but it doesn't prevent it from still being a real feast for the eyes. Number 7, Batman Vigilance.
Batman Vengeance.
The Batman Vengeance cover presents a dark and moody iteration of the caped hero as he looks straight at the screen in front of a red background. This already makes for a pretty intriguing image, especially with how glossy the bulky Batsuit is. But what elevates it is the numerous heroes peering in from behind. The background glut gives fans a sneak peek at the 3D character models for multiple of the villains, including Harley Quinn, the Joker, and even Mr. Freeze. Just from a glance, players will understand the intense tone of the game alongside the antagonist who they'll be tasked with taking down throughout the adventure. This results in a cover that manages to be effective without going over the top. Number 6, Batman Arkham City.
My favorite Arkham game.
Rocksteady decided to go for a more simplistic design with the cover of Arkham City compared to its predecessor, implementing a moody, Neuron-inspired black and white look to create a dreamlike tone and atmosphere. In terms of creativity, this is one of the best covers of any Batman game. The unorthodox vibe makes for an incredibly unique design, which is amplified by the small drops of blood that provide the only bit of color in the image. While Rocksteady went dark and gritty for the cover of the first game, the stylistic angle they took with the sequel has made it one of the most recognizable in the entire series, though it doesn't have too many extra details or additions that take it to the next level. It's still stunning from a visual standpoint.
Get that thing right off
Number
your
5, Batman Arkham Asylum. Before players were able to dive into the Arkham series, which would go on to become the most beloved set of Batman games ever released, their first insight into the eerie setting of the game was through the epic front cover. Front and center is Batman's brand new suit, which really stands out from the dreary background thanks to the bright gray and black combo. Speaking of the background, this is a truly haunting image of Gotham, with rain covering the crime-riddled
That's
city.
not Gotham, that's Arkham Island,
While the
dumbass.
moon beams down from the background, providing its only source of light. It's
Arkham Island is
frankly
separate from
an
Gotham in this
epic
universe.
illustration of the Caped Crusader standing above his city. And it's become
He's
a
not
memorable
standing above the city!
piece of iconography that even non-Batman fans
No,
can recognize.
no. Game Rant, fuck you. This is why people hate you, since you ruin stuff like this. It's not Gotham. He's at Arkham Island. It's separated from Gotham. What's behind him is Arkham Island. I get it. Arkham normally connected to Gotham, but it ain't in this universe. It's on its own separate island that has a bridge.
Number 4, Batman, the Enemy Within.
Number 4, can I see the cover? Oh, that's the free one that you got mad.
Due to a sequel
But you thought
to the enormously popular point-and-click Batman adventure game went under the radar for many people. The cover definitely shouldn't go underappreciated. This cover showcases the more menacing side of Batman, as he perches over a Gorgire with a deadly serious look on his face, staring directly into the camera rather than looking to jam the Joker on the cover too. His eerie presence is felt thanks to the bright red lipstick covering the statue's mouth, which is a very nice, a bit disturbing added touch. The Enemy Within's cover immediately sets the dark and grim tone of the sequel with its foggy lighting and horror-inspired imagery, and there's no doubt that it's effective. A lot of credit also needs to be given to the fantastic suit, which is packed full of small details in order to make it as stylish as possible from a visual standpoint.
Never play half of these games.
Number 3, Batman Return of the Joker.
Which is a sequel to the '89 video game.
This is a rare occasion where Batman doesn't actually make an appearance on the front cover and is instead replaced by his infamous arch-villain, the Joker. However, as would be expected with the villainous clown, this isn't any ordinary portrait, as the Joker adds his own sinister sense of charm to the image by peeking around a corner with his signature grin being splashed across his face. The bat symbols in Joker's eyes make for a very, very eerie sight, as if Joker is watching the Caped Crusader from afar and biding his time to strike. The amount of creativity on display here showcases a level of designer freedom that is rare to come by these days, and it's still just as eye-catching as it was back in 1991. Number 2, Batman Arkham Knight. Rocksteady sure knew how to end off the Arkham series in style, considering the Batmobile is such a prominent aspect of Arkham Knight's gameplay. It only makes sense that it would make an appearance, but the duality of Batman soaring above it, paired with the light shining from the back, creates a jaw-dropping image that looks like it should be hung up in a museum, since Batman can usually be seen brooding over a gargoyle or watching over Gotham.
Hang on.
I know what I'm saying. I couldn't get the word out right.
No. There was a TV show called Gargoyles back in your day that you said you watched.
I did.
And now you can't even pronounce the fucking word.
I couldn't get the word out right. Well, watching over Gotham, it's not often a cover will show him in action, but this cover proves that the hero still has what it takes to pull off a flashy pose when it counts. Despite how much is going on, the cover never feels overwhelming or too drawing to look at, and it quickly became a fan favorite.
Number 1, Batman Begins, which is the reason of the Arkham games.
Number 1, Batman Begins. The Batman Begins movie, featuring Christian Bale, already contains plenty of epic shots of the Caped Crusader, and the tie-in game is no exception, with a beaming light shining down behind him and bats fluttering all around him. Batman stands with his cape blowing in the wind for this striking cover, making for a badass visual of Gotham's protector. Every aspect of the design works to portray Batman as some kind of holy figure, while also feeding the darker side of the character with the muted colors paired with the hero's signature scroll. This is an effectively cool cover. It's also a real standout because of how detailed it is while still digging deep into the core Batman aesthetic. It's the kind of stylish cover that would be perfect for a good bedroom wall poster, which, as many know, is only reserved for the best of the best. Thank you for watching this video and peace out till the next one.